Hey there, Flo here. Let's see. I don't know if this will actually end up being Take a Peek number 4. Probably. I have a bunch of older videos that I'm going to start uploading, but I'll try to do this one next just to keep it a little bit more current and to mix it up. I need 12 hands to do this. Let's put this down. Okay, so there's a few new things today, technologically. I'm using... Okay, I think we're good here. I'm using my remote that I have for this camera that I kind of forgot about, actually. Let me get a quick thing on the time, just as a backup. I think this will not be necessary, which I'll explain in a minute. So it's October 17th, Tuesday. I used to always, I still am. I always take a short clip of my phone with the time on there because in the past, my 360 camera's timekeeping abilities are trash, and it's like minutes, days off, it's hours, it's way off. At this point, I think it's like 10 days off and who knows how many hours and minutes. I could set it manually, but it's a pain in the butt. It keeps resetting, so I don't bother doing that. Anyway, with this remote's actually a GPS remote, so it inserts GPS information as it's recording, I think. Honestly, don't know how it works, but that's what it does. And in so doing, it has access to the GPS time, which is just as accurate as a cell phone's time, if not better. But anyway, so I don't have to worry about synchronizing my video if I use this remote, which is awesome. So I'll definitely start using it. I'm super happy about that. But since this is my first experiment, I don't actually know if it works. I did a quick test last night, actually when I was recording that part where I was sitting in a chair for Take a Peek number 3. It seemed to fix the time, so I think I'm in business, but until I confirm, I'll keep recording a little bit of my time on my phone. So, as you can see, I have just climbed this short ridge. This is my destination for the day. I'm going to explore as many of these boulders as I have time for. Hopefully no one else is going to be up here. I doubt it. I don't see a road, so probably don't even need to hide my bike, really. Just I think what I'll do is put it behind some of these rocks here. This is a cool area. There's actually a road down there. Make sure it's not visible from that direction. So I spotted these on satellite view. They're actually not that prominent on the satellite view, though. It's a nice little parking spot almost. Awesome. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna have to come back here because I'm not gonna have time to do all this, but I spotted it on satellite view as just rocks. I didn't really know what it'd be like. I could see that the landscape was pretty cleared from the fire and whatnot, but that's all I knew. I'm actually quite impressed. It's even cooler than I expected. These boulders are like almost continuous. So I'll do my normal process of marking them as I go. It's just something fun I do. Might get a little bit tedious to watch, but I just like having this really complete map of my area that I explore, showing all the places I've been. So I'm going to keep doing it that way. Basically, I just go to the highest point in each boulder section. I might map a couple of them, like 2 or 3 of these sometimes, but today I'm not going to have a lot of time, so I might go a little bit quicker, except it's not a very quick process. Let's see. I wish I could automate this somehow. Like push a button to make a marker or something. That'd be awesome. I could probably make a smart device that would do that. That'd be sick. I might have to think about that. Okay. So this one is B334A. Need to make a little note here. What is it, the 17th, I think I said? Yeah. I am definitely going to have to come back here because I'm not going to get nearly all of this done. There's no way. Alright, so I also like to smile and get a picture. By picture, I mean I just continue the video, but I like to pull still frames out. That's part of my hobby. Getting a photo evidence, so to speak, that I've been to each place. So the 360 camera is the easiest way to do that because I'm already recording. So I'll probably mark this one also. This is one of those situations, all of these boulders are so close together that I don't know if I should mark them separate or just kind of call it all the same. But for now, I'll continue the way I've been doing it. I want to do more with interesting camera angles. I did that a little bit on one of my last videos. So do more of this kind of stuff. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. You'll probably see stuff that I don't see in some of these videos because I'm not getting down there and investigating. So you might see some cool rock structures and tiny caves and stuff, and I'll be able to see it later too when I watch the video, which is fun. Whoa! But when I was reviewing one of my last hikes that I shot, I think it was Take a Peek 2, and I did that a couple times with the camera. It's like, oh, that's cool. It's like my favorite part. So try to do that more often. This is B334C. All this stuff is so tedious. I totally need to make a smart device. That would be so awesome. The only problem is I think even now with what I have, whoa, these rocks move like crazy. Really have to be cautious. Keep your wits about you. You'll be fine as long as you have some general coordination. I like to get these kind of views too down below. It's kind of more interesting sometimes. Whoa! Okay, so this is like separated by a certain amount of land. I should have like a laser pointer, get really technical with it and be like, okay, if it's over, say 10 yards away, I'll assign it a new number. If it's not, then I'll keep going with the same number, but I don't know. I don't want to get too picky about it. But this one definitely should have a number of its own. It's a nice little patch here. I probably won't get very far at all today. There's so many of these, it's crazy. Okay, let's give this a totally new number, which is going to be a way higher number because I'm always adding new numbers, new boulders as I see them on satellite view. Okay, so this is B808. Oh, I'm stoked about, I hate that word stoked. It's like really puts you in a box of a certain age. I don't think people say that anymore. And I never said it. Why did I just say it? Ugh. Hyped? I don't know. What's a better word than stoked? I guess it's fine. Really pleased with this. There we go. Old traditional word. Pleased. Excited about this remote control thing. The only annoying, I guess slightly annoying thing, which is not a big deal, is it probably shows up in on my hand here, because it's not going to be in the invisible seam line of the camera. Wow, this boulder could actually move. It looks like it's kind of a weird shape. Okay. Try to remember the number so I don't have to keep looking it up. So it should be B809. Anyway, I didn't really explain why I have limited time, but my friend, or my friend's dad, he's also my friend. Oops, I just blasted my mic. He's coming over kind of short notice to help me with my Jeep. Okay, so this one I think I'll give, even though it's, oh shoot, oh crap, did you see that? Oh my goodness. Just when you're like, oh, I'm confident, there's no way this huge thing will move. That's why you always have to be careful. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. I almost fell over completely. Okay. So that last one. Oh man, I'm glad I got that on video. That's funny. This one I'll call B809B because it's close enough to that other one. But it's a little bit hypocritical because, wow, I don't even know how to safely get off of this without it rolling again. Woo! Oh man, that was nuts. It's a little hypocritical because I was saying to mark each one if it's separated by dirt kind of a thing, but that one is so close that it just felt silly to give it a different number. Or I mean, yeah, whatever. Okay, so this one is far enough away. I'll give this a different number. Man, I need to really be careful. It's not like I'd massively hurt myself if I fell there, but it would just, you know, I could get hurt. This is B810. Need to remember to pose for the picture too. I could get more creative with my photos. I may someday do that, but I don't know. I don't have the same youthful energy and creativity that I used to have. Do weird poses, you know, balancing things or something. But even if you do that, you run out of poses eventually. Okay, this is awesome. This one is huge. Okay, that feels like that could move. All right, I already lost track of what number I'm on. 11, 811. What? Shoot, I'll have to fix that later. I put them in the wrong category. Let me fix that right now, just so I don't forget. I don't even know what category those are in. Oh, I know. I'll fix that later. Don't want to take the time. Yeah, so this is B811. Call it B811A because I'm going to mark a couple of those that are kind of connected here. So I talked about this in my earlier videos. I don't come out here with any kind of plan on what to talk about. So if you guys watch these videos, I know there's a lot of equivalent to live streaming lurkers in the YouTube world. The vast majority of people don't interact with videos that they watch. And I understand that, so don't feel pressured. But if you find it interesting and you want to have some kind of conversation, I would definitely love it if you left comments on my videos, and I'll respond to them like in the next video, kind of a thing is what I had in mind. This is super cool. Otherwise, I don't have any ideas of what to talk about when I'm out on these adventures. Okay, so let's call this one B811B. I might come up with ideas later on if I do this long enough. Right now I don't have any cool ideas of what to talk about while I'm exploring, but we'll see in the future. That's another thing. If you have any questions about, I don't know, you can't ask me like geological questions because I'm not a geologist. This is a cool shelter here. It's like a mech suit shaped shelter. Like you couldn't really lay down, but you could like come in here like this and pretend like you're wearing like this giant rock suit or mech suit. I'm not sure why it made me think of that, but it's just like the same shape as a person standing up, I guess. Getting a bunch of texts. I'll have to check those in a minute. Might be the friend that I'm meeting up with later. But yeah, if you have any ideas of things I could do while I'm out, like I'm probably not going to do crazy stuff. I'm not a thrill seeker, and I'm not going to say I'm super mature because I'm kind of childish, so I can do some silly things, but I'm not going to do anything too crazy. So like I'm not going to jump off a rock and land or something. So if you suggest that, I'll probably politely decline, but this is cool though. It's a significant drop off. But you know, I'm not pretending to be like this super creative content creator. Basically I love going on adventures, and I've always wanted to share them with people somehow. Or if nobody's interested, just share them with myself so I can revisit these later. It also helps me remember which ones are worth visiting or taking somebody else to when I have these captured memories. I can make those kind of assessments. Okay, so this is B811C, I think? No, B334C. Sorry, that was way off. Wait a minute. Is that right? That can't be right, actually. What is going on here? Shoot, I'm doing this all wrong. Wow, I don't know where I got that number from. Huh. Oh, okay, I'm very confused here. Very, very confused. I need to fix this before I don't remember what I was doing. Wow, I really messed up my numbers. It's hard to think about that stuff when I'm talking on my video here. I think this should be 811C. Wow. Okay, yeah. It's good that I fixed that because I would just get all messed up, and then when I got home I would have been, oh man, I should have been paying attention. I'm just gonna call all of this whole thing 811C because it's, whoa, pretty much connected. Well, I completely derailed my own conversation there. Oof. Wow, somebody is really wanting to get a hold of me for some reason. I don't think I have it set to where it reminds me every text, so... I guess I better check that real quick. I don't think it's going to be important, but it's just weird there's so many. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this short, unfortunately. I'm glad I checked that because it sounds like my friend is not making the stop he was thinking of. So he's on his way. He's gonna be here pretty soon, like in a half hour, so unfortunately I'll have to cut this video very short, which is fine. That's the way it goes sometimes. Let's call this one B. Let's give it a new number just because. 812. I have to do a lot of corrections when I get home. Hopefully I can figure out what I was thinking. So I really messed up these numbers. Anyway, I'm going to do as many of these as I can. A lot of them are going to be uploads of previous adventures because I have a ton of videos that I need to export and upload to YouTube, which I have a batch process going at home of some exports from Insta360 Studio, and then I'll do some quick edits, like air quotes, because I don't really edit them. I just change the colors a tiny bit and maybe add a little commentary at the end, kind of a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna walk around the bottom of this one just to see what it looks like, and then I need to head out because I don't want to make my friend wait. But I wanted to see what this looks like over here. Let's go through here. 360 video always looks cool when you go underneath or inside things. So you get a really unique perspective, so I'll try to do as much of that kind of stuff as I reasonably can. It's crazy, those rocks could fall like easily anytime. Nice stairs here. So yeah, I'll definitely come back here another time because there's tons of these to explore. It's ridiculous. But I gotta pack up and get home. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is, I was wanting to say this at the beginning, but I just get into motor mouth mode. So it's also cool that I'm marking these because I'm not going to remember which ones to visit. But now that I've marked, it'll be pretty clear which ones I've been at already. They all look kind of the same. Thing I wanted to mention though was I like to talk about any technical changes that I make just for comparison with previous results. So where's my bike? Oh, I left it up here. Almost forgot. So in this case, I am using my external voice recorder but I'm not using its full capacity or its full quality because I have my lapel mic hooked up under my shirt. Just kind of my classic setup I used to use when live streaming, because it cancels most of the noise out and it gets close to my mouth and stuff. But the biggest benefit of doing it that way is there's less clanking against the plastic housing of the recorder itself or my camera, etc. Oh cool, there's some mountains through there. Probably can't see them very well, but anyway, so that's the method I'm using today. I would love to be able to have my voice recorder out here recording direct with its built-in microphones, because it's actually really good quality. But in order to do that, I need to build some kind of shock mount. I found one online, but it doesn't look ideal. I've actually seen some 3D printed ones that look awesome, but I don't have a 3D printer. So I'd have to rely on somebody else to print it for me, or wait until someday I may get a 3D printer. I don't know. Anyway, that's my future plans. But today I just have the lapel mic, so I'm interested to see if it picks up, you know, just my walking on the ground and shuffling. And I actually want it to, because then it feels like you're actually immersed in my environment. You know, birds chirping, distant breeze, things like that. There are no birds here. I don't hear any because all these trees are burnt, but yeah, I want to pick up some of that sound. So if my lapel mic doesn't pick up any of that, I'll probably prioritize a solution for my voice recorder hooked up to my selfie stick somehow. But anyway, just wanted to give a little information on what I'm doing with my tech. So yeah, I gotta head back real quick. So thanks for joining me on this adventure. This has been Take a Peek 4. And I will catch you all next time.